Hey there YouTube, we're here outside, pretty sunny, getting pretty windy, getting a little overcast though too, so it might rain or something. All the snow is melted off. It was just packed with snow all through here, so I wasn't able to do much. But before we talk about what's going on with this thing, talk about the gold Jeep and have kind of an announcement for something. You're going to see more of this one in videos, not so much the blue Jeep unless I find something crazy. We'll talk about that here after a bit. Got to do the dual battery setup and a few other odds and ends, get the winch hooked up and routed how I want it. But I wanted to show you guys that I did get the roof rack from the white Jeep installed on this. Got a little bit painted. I didn't do too good a prep, so the paint's kind of peeling off, but that's okay. This front end's going to get worked on because I'm going to probably build a bracket along the bottom to move these lights down, because I like these lights. They look pretty good. I might upgrade to some LEDs or something, or if I could find some LED bulbs or inserts for those, I might do that. But I want to lower the lights, so this is going to go away. I welded some channel steel and drilled it out to use these brackets because I had quite a few of them, and it allowed me to lower it, because otherwise it was sitting on top of this and that has dropped it like 3 or 4 inches. The wreck from the white Jeep did twist this thing, so in the back it was kind of up and it wouldn't, so I had to climb on top basically to weigh it down and then clamp it, and finally got it on there. Looks good. I'm getting ready for some trips, but for the announcement and yeah, that'll be coming up here in a minute. But I want to talk about the mirrors. So I upgraded the mirrors. A lot of guys usually take the 97 and up mirrors and put on these earlier XJs because they are like 10 to 15, maybe 20% larger than the stock ones. But my experience with the stock ones that came with this Jeep was that if you hit anything, they may fold over, but you may either break them off or something inside the mechanism. So I got to looking online. Nobody really had any options that they were doing that I liked. So I got on eBay and found these. I think I paid like 30 bucks for these mirrors, and they came with their own bracket, but they were for a newer Jeep Wrangler or JK or something like that. And for I think you could take the doors off and stuff, so it mounted like right here. I didn't want that, so I made my own bracket. But reason why I chose these mirrors, and even though they sit slightly lower than stock, after you adjust them they're just fine, is because the glass is kind of curved. It gives you a wider field of view, and this mirror is just as big as the stock ones, so I went with these. You can either rotate it or extend it out a little bit, which is nice, and adjust tension with these bolts here for this. There's like a ball and socket down inside. Works out pretty good. And so I made my own brackets. Also, I would probably get like a side-by-side mirror, because they have like a convex wide view mirror that I'm going to probably put up there in the windshield. But these brackets, these are the prototypes, so I've learned a lot making these. I'm going to make some available to you guys. I'm going to sell them through eBay. I'm going to send them out unpainted. So anybody who's interested, leave me a comment so I kind of know about how many people are interested. I got to figure out the gasket though, so it's going to take me a little while to find a good material for that. Right now I got 2 pieces of rubber that really isn't made for this, to just kind of help keep water from getting inside. But those will come available. I'll announce it in a later video when I start making them. But let me know, just so I get an idea. But the only downside is in these earlier Jeeps, they have this triangular piece of glass, and you either had a vent wing, which was nice, but for these mirrors I have found that this strip here for the channel to guide this part of the window up and down, it kind of gets in the way. So what I'm going to do, for me, is I need to try to find some late model doors so I can pull the glass and any mechanism inside that I might need and try to fit it into these doors, because I want the door to match. I don't want off-color doors, because that's just what I don't want. And I think though that the later model doors, the hinges and the latch is different. I don't really remember, but I'm going to try to do that so I can see my new mirrors a lot better. But if you look at them from the front with everything else that I got going on, looks dang good. Like, it looks like they were made for this, I mean, I did make the brackets to adapt them, but it looks good. And they work really good, just aside from that little piece blocking your part of your view. And I think putting a one from like a side-by-side will give me a slightly larger mirror and a broader view, so I can see behind me, and I can, if I have passengers in the back, I can be able to see them, and they'll see me, and I can talk to them a lot easier, because that mirror sucks. The stock ones suck too, but stay tuned for that when I announce that those come available. So now I'm going to walk over to the front of the blue Jeep, and we'll talk about that one. So I'll bring you right back. Here we are at the blue Jeep. So basically this motor is junk. Just want to let you guys know that I'm going to be pulling the engine from out of one of the other Jeeps, not the 96. I'm going to probably pull the engine from the Comanche to put in this, because there's some other issues with Comanche anyway that I got to figure out, and then I'm going to put the white Jeep engine into the Comanche. So I'll explain all that at a later time. Don't want to get into it right now. I think that's the best course of action for me right now. But then here's why I'm going to be doing that. So I got it all hooked up, got the radiator in it, which by the way was for a right-hand drive, like postal Jeep. So the cooler was on this side, which is fine. Not worried about it. So I had to make my own lines and all that good stuff. If you guys are interested in all the stuff I used to make my own lines, let me know. I'll come up with a list. I found all that stuff on somebody else had done it on a forum, so that's how I knew what to get. But I got it all hooked up, got it all full with coolant, had oil in it and everything. Got all the electrical and fuel and everything all hooked up, got a battery in it, had the charger to it, went inside, cycled the key to get it filled with fuel in the fuel rail, and then bumped it over a few times, and then only a few times it started kind of clunking. So I kind of started thinking that maybe the ignition timing was off, that it was misfiring, trying to misfire. So I came up here, pulled the distributor cap, and then so I could watch the rotor, and then I pulled number 1 spark plug to see top dead center. And I found that the electrode was gone, and then this thing was absolutely soaked, and it didn't smell like fuel entirely. But I saw the electrode was gone, so I pulled number 2, and it was fine. I thought that was really weird, so I double checked everything, and then got my remote starter switch, and I came over here to the side, and I was watching the rotor, and I had a flashlight so I could watch and see the top of the piston through the spark plug hole, which you guys probably can't see because it's too dark up in there, but it's like around in there somewhere. Had the switch and bumped it over and immediately got doused with coolant, so that's telling me that there was more issues than just a bad head gasket. That there's an actual internal crack in the head, because I didn't see one in the cylinder wall. Doesn't mean there's not one there, but I remember cycling through it to inspect, and everything was good. So I think that head is at least junk. But I'm done with dealing with this thing, so we're pulling the motor and putting a known good one from the Comanche into it. And then maybe I'll explain why I decided on that at a later time. But that's what's going on. So you're not going to see much of this thing. You're going to see more of the Gold Jeep, and this will probably be in the background along with the Comanche, because I want to get this thing out of my life. It's just causing me all kinds of issues. I want it gone, and that way for sure I know it's not going to be a problem for anybody else. The Comanche has brake issues and stuff, so I'm not in a hurry to get it running, but I'm going to take the white Jeep engine and use that for the Comanche. And again, I got my reasons. But anyway, thanks for watching. Listen to me ramble on, but stay tuned for those the announcement when those mirror adapter brackets come available. I still got to figure out that rubber seal, and again, they're going to come out to you guys. I'll ship them out unpainted, so you guys can get them powder coated or paint them whatever color you want. And then you will have to buy the mirror separate. I will, around that time, I'll let you guys know where to find those. Again, they were on eBay. But I think it looks really good. And then let me know, let me know if you guys are interested, so then I'll make a few sets specifically for you guys, and then you guys can jump on there and grab them. And then I'll just make a few more until nobody's interested anymore. But yeah, so again, thanks for watching. Watch out for those, and then till next time, y'all take care now.